Hey fandom, it's me, Aaron.
And I'm Tony, the Draw Friend, and we're back from HeroesCon.
Yeah.
That was a blast.
It was fun. I was only there for like 2 days or a day and a half. I was in, I was out. I, talked to some people. It was a great time.
Stuck around before and left before anybody got sick of you. The rest of us, however, were there for 4 days, and it was awesome.
It was a great city. Great city, great con. Lots of fun. If you could ever make it out to HeroesCon, you should. Like, I've been telling these guys to go out for a while, and they finally did, and they finally like, oh my god, you're right. This is a great comic show.
It's such an influx of high-profile talent in a very confined space. It's intimate and awesome the entire way.
No video games, no TV, no movies, no role-playing games, and no anime.
It's just comics.
And indie comics.
And it's so good.
Yes.
So good. Speaking of indie comics...
Hit Girl. Now, this is a creator-owned comic. Mm-hmm. Now, I understand it's super high-profile, high-profile creators, but it is creator-owned. It's a creator-owned hero. Mm-hmm. And this happens basically simultaneously concurrent to Kick-Ass 2. Mm-hmm. And
it's almost a prequel to it in some ways, because it's Mindy before she really starts training our young Kick-Ass.
Yes. Yeah. And Kick-Ass is her sidekick, kind of in that, like, Star-Spangled Kid and Stripesies thing.
A little bit, and it's entertaining to see somebody who's so good at killing people not be so good at social interaction.
Yeah, not good at the whole Mean Girls Heathers thing. So, I mean, she could pull a Heathers and just start killing them all, but she decides not to, and she needs Kick-Ass because he's so feminine to teach her how to be a lady. So
he's good that way.
It's actually quite fun. Fatale is one of my favorite new books out. The collection's out this week, along with the first issue after the collection. I love it when Image does this.
Isn't it nice?
I freaking love it. And this is one of those 4 big books that Image came out with and just hit us over the head with, like, Saga. Boom. These are ready to go. This one is a horror noir. So it's like the gangster that holds the femme fatale actually holds her soul, and he's actually a demon, and she's kind of immortal, and she is destroying men throughout time. A whole, like, legacy of destroyed men, and destroyed relationships, and destroyed lives, and it's just a beautiful thing.
Sounds like it.
I love mashups, and I love crime noir. I'm not the biggest horror guy, but this was truly unique and truly amazing. And it's Ed Brubaker, and whenever he works with Sean Phillips, it's just magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you agree?
I do, completely.
Morning Glories. Nick Spencer's cool, except he moved to England like for a girl, I don't know. But anyway, the artist is not half bad, Joe Eisma.
Joe Eisma's an awesome guy. We saw him at HeroesCon. It's a lot of fun.
And this is the book where it all starts coming together. All the crazy plot twists, all the crazy mystery, the first big deaths, everything all comes together. The first one was like introducing the mystery. The second one was all characterization. The whole second volume was all characterization.
Yep.
And hints,
a little bit here and there. And
things
this is where
disturb you and
like true intentions come to light, what the school is doing, and just there's still more questions being asked, but there are a lot of answers in this book. This is the volume that if you want to get the punch of Morning Glories,
yes,
that's where it is.
If volume 2 was like, oh man, all this is characterization and no reveal of the mystery, what is this lost?
I hate world building.
I like characterization.
I do too.
Okay, so anyway, this is the volume where it all comes together, and get it. Volume 3.
Pick it up. It's awesome.
Spider-Man, love this book.
It's so good.
Bendis is kicking ass here. What he does great with is dialogue. Peter dialogue. He created Miles Morales, so he can't be bad at Miles Morales. He created the guy. But just seeing those two characters together, the 13-year-old and the 30-something, 20-something question mark, they all look 80 to him. But anyway, this book is a lot of fun. You got 2 Mysterios, you got 2 Spider-Men, you got 1 Nick Fury with 1 eye, and it is a lot of fun. If you want to have fun, this is the book for you this week.
Now, if you want to see people not having fun, Before Watchmen Nite-owl.
JMS is one of my favorite writers. Now, given that, and then you have the father and son art team, which this is a generational story between the Nite-owls.
Yep.
So the creative team is brilliantly selected.
Pretty much, yeah.
And pretty much, I mean, come on.
It is. Okay, fine. I will agree with you whole hog.
So you get a lot of backstory on Nite-owl and his abusive father and his mother and how she dealt with it and all kinds of stuff like that. Is it necessary? No, they're never necessary. You could just read Watchmen and enjoy it.
It's the entire point of Watchmen, but it does add some layers to Dan Dreberg.
And it's freaking enjoyable. Anything that JMS writes, I mean, the best criticism I ever heard for Before Watchmen is, I'd rather see these great writers write something else.
Yeah,
but
pretty much.
This is
Since
great.
they're writing this, it's great. We get some real good back and forth dialogue between Rorschach and Nite-owl. It's a good time.
And Nite-owl is my favorite, honestly, because he's the Ted Kord. He's the Blue Beetle. It's fun. I love it. If you like JMS and if you're excited about Superman Earth 1, Volume 2 by JMS with Shane Davis, oh my God.
I'm excited.
I heard a rumor about it that I'll confirm and talk later. That involves me, and those are the best rumors. Batman Incorporated, this is where you get to see on panel, again, with great art, Batman having sex with Talia al Ghul.
Oh,
with that bare-chestedness, with the hairy armpits, and it's just, that is the sex god Batman that I love, you know? It's just, I want to see him skiing, shirtless, you know, just into bed, having sex with Talia.
I think some homosex fantasies are coming out here.
No, but if you want to see where babies come from, you want to see where Damian came from, the assassins, everything of where Damian came from is in this issue. I promise you there is no bat cow, it's just bat sex. It's
good.
Aquaman 10, you get another volume of this craziness where...
good old-fashioned fratricide.
Yes. And Justice League, I'm digging this, I'm digging the villain, I'm digging the world building in the New 52 of coming up with like a big bad villain that isn't Darkseid, you know, and...
Isn't it nice?
Yeah, I mean, yes, he looks like Metamorpho, yes, whatever, but I'm digging it. I hope you guys are still along for the ride. It's still Johns and Lee, and they're really building something awesome. And it's a great book, but what I really want to tell you guys about is Justice League Dark. This is the most improved book on the stand. Jeff Lemire took it over last issue. I talked to Jeff Lemire at HeroesCon, and I could not stop gushing, you know? I was hanging out with Scott Snyder as like a peer, like we're just talking about comics and whatnot, and then Jeff Lemire's there, and I'm like, oh my God, I love you, man, oh my God, you Justice League Dark, it's totally like Vertigo all over again, I love it. So if you loved the Vertigo stuff in the 90s, with those heroes being all esoteric and weird and magical, and John Constantine being a badass, and this is what the book should have always been. A superhero team with John Constantine being a devil-may-care badass is the glue that holds them together. And their trinity of, you know, Zatanna, John Constantine, and Deadman. And Jeff Lemire is amazing. I love the guy. And thanks for talking to me. Oh my God, you were amazing. And I'm going to San Diego Comic-Con. He's not. Haha. Okay, and share the video. Dan Pack won last week, and he's getting all the comics that we talked about last week.
And the sketch I did.
Yes, and a brilliant sketch. And this week, someone that shares the video. That's the only thing. Share the video. One person wins these comics. Not the graphic novels, but the comics. One person. So just share the video on Facebook, and we'll pick someone that wins. It's easy as that. We'll mail it to you.
That person also gets a sketch, which will be up on the Comic Shop Facebook page after this video.
Yeah, at some point. He hasn't sketched it yet.
It'll happen.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching my video, and click subscribe if you want to. I love that kind of stuff. And share it. If you're on Facebook and you're on a Comic Shop's Facebook page, you'll see this video, and there's a little thing where you can click share, and it shares it on your timeline or your page if you didn't go to timeline yet. And we'll randomly pick one person and give them all the comics we talked about. It's really quite awesome. And it helps us build our fan base, and we'll be doing more and more prizes as our fan base grows because, you know, we have all the product to give away for free because we're actually a comic book store as well. Thanks, bye-bye.